Oh, right in the thick of it. We're back. Somehow this ended up being the longest one. I thought that was going to be the previous one. But I understand why. It's just painful. This was a painful playthrough, this one. Anyway, we're done with the central processing. Plus, I have to add some dialogue voicing, so here we go. The vista opening ahead looks real damn familiar. Smells familiar too, like fried excrement. You didn't like this place before, and you sure as hell ain't planning to like it now. The more you brood on it, the madder you get. Hefting your gun, an evil grin trickles onto your face. Time to take some names. Yep. I believe it means he's going to go to hell. Like, yeah. So he's just in a different section of hell. I don't know how big hell is, but you know what'd be really cool is if we had the whole Dante's Inferno stuff where he'd go into different environments based on which circle of hell he's in. So it's not all fire and brimstone. This is the administration center, and we're going to spend a lot of time in here, more than I'd care to talk about. But the big thing with this level is that there's this, well, you got this round hub where you're going in the corners and stuff. I mean, not round, square. But in the center is some damaged floor. That explains most of the problems I'm having with this level, because I have to go down there quite a few times. Not to mention, I also have to dodge skeletons while I'm down there. Not a good time. Oh well. And then I had to figure out stuff I needed to do for, like, some of these secrets, and some of these doors, and some things just didn't go my way. You know, I had some, I guess, bad luck, if you can call it that. Considering how computers' RNGs are never actually random, technically. I don't know if I explained this before, but there's really no such thing as random when it comes to computers. It's an illusion of randomness based on a not-so-easy-to-crack algorithm. Oh, of course it's easy to crack. I mean, it's like, in later games, in current games that have a sophisticated RNG system, the algorithm is big enough that it may as well be effectively random, but a lot of stuff in the early games is just based on what frame you're on, or something like that, and they would just loop around. I know Zombies Ate My Neighbors uses that kind of logic. Doom does too, as a matter of fact. That's something they have in common, plus the zombies, wow. I talk about this because I think someone's trying to do a Zombies Ate My Neighbors Doom thing, which is quite fitting, actually, in terms of how the gameplay works, but then you add, like, the escort mission to the mix, and it's just like, oh no, you know. Dun 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 dun, I am bleeding profusely. Yep. Hey, hot tip, you know why blood is bright? FYI, it isn't. It just gets bright because it's absorbing the oxygen when it's out of your body. There you go. That was so easy to explain. Oh, but then you want to know about the blue stuff. I'm sorry. I know there's an answer. I just don't want to be wrong, so I'm not telling you. I can't tell you, is what I meant. Because I don't know any better. This is a warp. This is an imp. This is your shotgun on drugs. Any more questions? This is your head smacked onto the egg pan. Don't do drugs, or you'll be the smacking egg on the pan. To be real, though, it's more about abusing them than actually using them. Because same thing applies to medicine, which is technically drugs. Used properly, it is medicinal. I'm sure there's a proper way to use a various number of drugs as medicine, considering how some of them started with medicinal intentions. But the same can apply for a food, ironically. So be careful. The two knights in the back say, hey! Two knights in the back say, hey! One knight in the back says, oh no. 2 doors, 1 wall. Or 3 doors, 1 wall. Shit. This is painful. Plus, that floor is damaging down there too. Unless I press the button in there and go up and take the rocket. He's perfectly below me. I can't actually walk around him. This is what's known as a fucking travesty. At first, I thought life was a tragedy. Now I've decided it's a comedy. Time to make a movie about myself. Oh, but wait, I have armor. I can salvage this. Oh shit, oh shit. It's possible again, yeah. Some good old standard Doom 2, musicking Doom 2, the stuff. Wow. How was I able to tolerate this? I don't even think tolerating the level design is the problem. The problem is, when I was doing this, including the previous level, oh my god, man, you would not believe... You do not believe that video games can actually make me sweat. Doom is a game that can make me sweat. If you design it in a certain way. Oh my goodness. Contrastingly, I play a Mario game and I'm barely registering a heartbeat. Pulse just falls below 0. Absolutely. You know, it's weird calling the absolute coldest thing absolute 0, because then I think of the math how absolute 0 would indicate that there's a negative 0, and there isn't. But if, in case there was, it would still be 0. Why did we do that? Why? That's because 0 is neither positive or negative, for that matter. In fact, it technically would represent both. 0 is the key to your imagination, because there's nothing there! You're just imagining it! And thus, Alice in Wonderland ceased to exist now that he understood the purpose of the imaginary number. Yeah. A long time ago, before the days of Common Core. Which, I do have criticism of that, possibly, but I only know it, like, by skimming it over. It's really just only when you apply it to math that I have questions. Because obviously there's other ways to teach other things, but with math, I kind of think it's incredibly straightforward. So I'm surprised math has ever changed. To me, I think math can just be appended to all the time. You know, if you do your research, or whatever, try out your numbers, put them together. But no, like, it was just a matter of finding the answer through different methods based on what you were missing. And yeah, but to me, I was thinking, well, that's like teaching someone to run before they can walk. So, while that is something, I think that it teaches that is something you should know, you should probably get the fundamentals out first and then do that? I don't know. I didn't make up this curriculum. I don't actually teach any of it either. I thought about tutoring, actually. I have some know-how of how that will work, because I saw a tutor myself a long time ago to help me with calculus and physics. But that was a bad time in my life when I stopped caring about my academia. Although, on the plus side, not having a college to time myself down to would have been bad anyway, because we just kept moving, so... whatever, that's all past Game Wolf. This is now present Game Wolf. Wondering if we should do more academic stuff, but at a certain point, you're just gonna have to keep learning anyway, regardless of whether there's an establishment to help you or not, or regardless if you're just don't make the money to do that, which has been my #1 complaint with it. But Gaming Wolf, don't you have something in USA called the FAFSA? Yeah, you would be right. By the way, I've used it several times. You can forget it. And that is, like, besides all the other resources they don't tell you that you need. For, like, a long time, even during high school, I didn't actually have a capable computer, which pissed me off more than anything. Like, we were just stuck with a dinky IBM shit until, like, the last few years of high school, where I finally had something of worth, like 2002 quality. But still, you really want to do your work, you need actually good computing, and I think we're just dropping that in favor of smartphones, and we might be paying the price. I don't know. Not that we shouldn't have smartphones. Well, not in class for phone calling. I mean, we should probably have tablets in class. Definitely for like art classes or like other things when you're doing like, definitely for math and architecture if you just have a part calculator. But it needs to be separated from the communication stuff. And yeah, you know. Although at the same time, while I can see giving a tablet to children, I don't see why I'd be giving them like. Oh, not giving phones to a child. You shouldn't be hooking up your child to the internet either, honestly. Don't hook up your child to the possibilities of talking to everyone, basically. Of course, permission to friend. Well, then, like, you could just have, like, a restricted phone use where it's just more like, not so much the time, but restrict who you talk to, rather. You know? Be safe and all that. I think most of that's being worked around because the previous generation didn't understand technology, and there go, like, just generally. Although it could just be with anybody who doesn't understand the ways. People don't understand that children, being humans, are also smart, if not smarter than their predecessors, so it completely blindsides them that they're capable of something. It's like, no, they're just like me, good and boring. It's like, you don't understand people.
That's why we here at the Administration Center guarantee administration for all your administration datas.
Right. Wow, did I really just talk about something that's mildly important and actually be somewhat factual about it? Without being too distressing? Wow, I could get used to this. Ah! The box zone! It's dark here in the box zone. Insta stairs. I love the Insta stairs. I can still hear them.
Sometimes you just have to add water to get instant stares.
That's some Looney Tunes logic, you fuck. Yes, I know. You know, if they... This is just off the cuff. If they bring back X-Men, I want them to bring back Cable, okay? Alright? It is possible to write Cable good. You do not need to write the way you do it now. Just have, you know, time travel guy that kicks the shit out of stuff. There you go. Doesn't need to be God. Wow. Look at this. Look at this fucker. Getting punched by an imp. He's getting imp slapped. Hey, there's another one. Yeah, they're twins. And they know each other. They know. Hey, considering where we are and understanding the internet, is Guinness Book of World Records actually necessary anymore? Just wondering. Like, maybe Guinness itself, but not the Book of World Records, which I had a few of those at some point, more recently than you might expect, but reading them wasn't actually worth... I mean, I think it's just because if you get every year, you expect, like, to get different records, but they don't always change, like, not enough of them change for it to be worth getting one every year.
Ah, fellow numismatist.
I know one of those. We don't talk much. Dun 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 dun. And I could say that about most people. Hey, we don't talk much. Yeah, I know. It's not like I don't like talking. It's just I like doing other things way more. Dun, dun, dun. He says, talking about it constantly. Yeah, I get it. Trying to pull one of those gotchas on me. Ugh. Man, why you got to skeleton all my plans into the drink? Yeah, one corner for red, one corner for blue, one corner for yellow. Oh, and by the way, there is more to this level than this whole box area, so we're just going to have a very long level on our hands. Whew! Maybe this is the biggest level compared to the previous one. That's certainly likely. Maybe someone... I should probably just go in the wiki and see, like, if they have measured, like, what they determined to be, you know, the total area of all the floors and stuff to see which one's actually the biggest level. Is there anyone that cares about analyses like that? Or, like, analyses of, like, because there's statistics of, like, the items and the enemies and such, too. And even shows you, like, where the multiplayer starts are. If there are any. Dun, 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 picking up the key. Oh, I can't wait to try the stuff that Doom Wiki has not covered. To try to find all the secrets for you. Especially for dehack stuff. The dehack stuff tends to not run in something other than DOS. So that's going to be shit. Because then I have to manually determine where the secrets are, if any. Without knowing how many secrets there actually are, so... Maybe I have some other way to modify... Maybe there's some other way I could find that stuff out. Oh boy. You quick save over your own quick save. Then what you do, Dave. You say... Megasphere! Oh, shit. It's a trapped Megasphere. Ah, barons. Skeletons. Another skeleton with skeletons. Skeleton army. Tactical simulator. Yep, this plasmaic him the bomb.
Somebody, Plaz.
Yep. Welcome to the Plasma Plaza. How can I serve you? Yeah, I'd like a pizza plaza. Okay. Here's your plaza. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. I didn't warp to nowhere. I'm still here. Look, there's something behind the photo. It's got a mega armor behind it. Cool. Oh, and a teleporter, I think? Is that a teleporter? I think it is. Let's go. But where did I teleport? Behind the cage. There's this whole giant area. This is my favorite area of the level. It's not even that extra area we're gonna have to go through later, but... Yeah, this area is kind of freaky and cool. But you're wondering... Although I did have to practice this a few times, because in order to get in the ledge, I have to run through, like, this crusher pyramid thing that has crushers on each ledge. Luckily, only one activated, which makes it easier on me. But I have to run really fast on the ledge. And I'm going to try to kill everyone here before I do that, so I don't screw it up. But yeah, they're all on the stairs and the ledges. There's also a BFG around, if you're looking for that.
That's the game plan. Use the blue spheres above the skeleton. Get him crushed. Fuck that imp up right in the face and the noggin. Do a little Degrassi tactics. That's right in the inn.
You know, I miss old game shows, but it's for a simple reason. It's because, does anyone stream game shows? That could be an issue. There we go. I told you. Be more cautious. Forget that shit, though. Alright. Oh, and some ammo. Yeah, definitely. Good thing I did that. And here is your BFG. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Excellent. Party time. Party on, BFG. BF Garf. Big fucking Garf. Yeah. Doom's World. Doomsalent. Doomacious. Don't play Stairway to Doom. Oh. Alright. The Mega Armor can wait. We're still pretty good. We good. I will definitely grab it before I actually leave this whole place. Although you can come back, so that's not a problem anyway. So maybe I just sit there and be a good little blue armor. Be a good boy. Yeah. Temporarily thinks about cat. Who's a good boy? He's sleeping. Dun, 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 dun. I know it's like, show us your cat pictures. It's like, look, I get depressed by showing people. I think I'll start getting depressed if I show people animals, because then I have to explain the fragility of life. Okay, some knights for your troubles. A knight for your thoughts. Or two or three. Looking for the blue one. The blue skull. I definitely think it's a skull anyway. For all I know, it could be a gotcha and be a blue key. Hey, what's down there? Ah, ha, ha, ha. You're gonna want to go for the biosuit, the bow, when you have your eyes on it. And just deal with everything quickly as you can. These guys, they're going down. This guy, he's going down. And this guy. Let's deal with that shit. Oh no! He munched my butt. Tell him no. He's a bad dog. Anyway, I think we're fine. I don't want to return for the shotgun ammo. I think I'm safe and secure in my own shotgun supply depot. Going home for the depot. Going to Lowe's. Going... Hey, so do Home Depot and Office Depot, like, follow each other on Twitter or something and be like, hey brother, you're also a depot. Want to share depot tips? Or how about the Celadon City Depot? Oh wait, no, that's the department store. I guess depot... Nah, not the same. Supply depots! Supply depots are required. I need more Vespine gas. Vespine gas! Vespine gas! Well, that's what it looks like he's throwing at me. At some point, I seem to have caused more enemies to spawn in this outer ring. This very square ring. A ring doesn't have to be circular. Who told you that? The ring police? The ring police. That'd be so awesome. All their hands are just wearing way too many rings and hula hoops. And then this big ring on their heads like, we are the ring police. Take us to your ring leader. Yep, that was the only point of that. Let me guess, another skeleton. You shit ass! I will hunt you down like the skeleton that you are. You know, the skeleton's the darkest part of the heart, Sora. Goofy! Sora, why are you playing Doom? Doom is the darkest part of the heart. Oh, God. Okay, I definitely want that armor now. Let's go. I'm gonna go grab that real quick. I need it! Assuming I can predict my past self. Because, you know, I don't always do what I tell myself to. I know. It'd be weird being anti-authoritarian and including your own authority. It's just like, wait a minute. I'm not going to listen to what I say. How dare I order myself around? Strange but possibly true. Someone who's probably a Discordian. I follow no laws, including sometimes laws, because it could be against the law to follow laws. Or no one expects a chaotician to follow laws. So what do you think about that, lawful, neutral guy? I think nothing but what the law tells me. I am the law. Oh, okay, it's the Judge Dredd scenario now. Cool, I guess. Have we learned nothing from Judge Dredd? By which you mean that the idea of having Judge Dredd was only meant to be temporary. Although I do like that Judge Dredd represents the other kind of anti-hero, the lawful anti-hero, that I don't think is written that much. Although I realize there's another example of that, and that's Azrael as like the replacement Batman when Bane broke his back. We're gonna see me playing as Azrael sometime if I decide to do the Batman Doom mod, because it's the only way we can explain Batman having guns is if he's actually Azrael. Except we have the regular Batman villains too, so it's just like Azrael's just taking all these guys, and meanwhile Bruce Wayne's like, my back's broken, just because they want to introduce the cool 90s characters. But they made Azrael purposely to go against the anti-hero replacing the hero trope for Batman, because it's like, wait, Batman's not anti enough for you? Like, you don't need to make a cooler Batman. Sure, someone to carry the torch, but you try to make it by killing him off too early, or not really early, just temporarily, rarely. Whatever. I'm sorry what they did to you, Jason Todd. I'm so sorry. I shot the skull. I shot the skull, I shot the skull. Skulling soldiers. Soldiering the skulls. There's something in that corner you need to know about. Also, I like the contestants that have dropped onto the floor. Good. This corner, that's covered in blood. I believe it counts as a secret, but it's just a box of rockets. No big deal. Oh, wow. Did that thing go down exactly as that wall did? Are they connected? Look at... Wow, this is a cool place for cool people. It's like a whole other level. Could we have just made this 2 levels, perhaps? A little long in the tooth there, bucko. Long in the tooth, and long as the horse's face. Why the long face, he said. Because I'm a horse, you idiot. Actually, what? How can you detect someone has a long face? It's not as if their head suddenly changes shape, so I don't know where that metaphor's supposed to kick in. Like, I suppose as a caricature, you can imagine someone with a longer face, but their face doesn't just magically get longer just because they're in a bad mood. Alright? You can't add length to your face unless you're Botoxing, you cheap shit. Botoxic Crusader, there's an idea. The Toxic Crusader got his powers because he applied too much Botox. Of course. Why didn't I think of this? Crossover with Nip Tuck, even though I never watched that. It's like, but be brave, watch that stuff. I swear there's a bunch of stuff I would probably watch if you asked me to with you, but on my own, it's like, no, video games are my first love. You can't make me watch... Well, actually, no, there are other reasons, because I have this thing with passive entertainment, and it's just like, I better be, like, sick as a dog. Some smiley that is. Oh yeah, sure. Out and to the side. That's some damage, bud. We don't want that. But there is something to the side of that we do want, but we're gonna wait for the floor to come up before we do it. Don't worry, that floor will come up. We just got some things to push. With our hands! Yeah, fist the switch. No. Okay, I can raise it. I mean, all it did was raise the mud, so maybe that wasn't the best move. I don't know. Either way, there is something there. I should go get it. It's another mega armor. Sweet. Alright, there's a cyber demon out here. And it might be this is the second one if you hadn't gone to the secret levels. So really, this is my 4th cyber demon encounter this game. Jeez. At least I think it is. I probably am not keeping proper track. Either way, there's a cyber demon, and it's really out in the open, but yeah. Oh my. Also, there's a bunch of imps flailing around everywhere. Rocket duel. Yeah, plasmate him. Do it! Make him suffer the death of 1,000 suns. Ooh, you know I like Red Skies. My favorite shows are the ones that have Red Sky seasons. Can you count how many that is? Because I'm not sure. Or what if, like, your show and suddenly the atmosphere is a green sky? What do you suppose that mean? do you suppose that means? Like, I get red sky could always indicate something dire, or it's like it's gonna rain blood, but what's it mean when you live under a green sky? I do not know. Take this. Shoot with the shot. Oh, I have a fun theory about something. Although it's probably all but implied. Is that, you know, in the Dragon Ball universe, you know how, like, Kami is God. I hope I'm not spoiling anyone who just wants to watch regular Dragon Ball. I'm not spoiling Z. Or GT or Super. But basically the idea is that, you know, Piccolo is, you know, the evil parts that our God dropped off. But it turns out God got that position by doing that. Well, including competing with Garlic Sr., you know. But it turns out that those evil parts of himself, like, he's been there since what is implied to be at least the Dark Ages, which means all those folklores about... Oh my, I can't believe I had another one of these. All those folklores... Ah! Oh, I'm being interrupted by things. All those folklores about, like, orcs, goblins, and dragons, when you think about when King Piccolo gives birth to things, it all comes from him. Goblins, orcs, ogres, dragons, trolls, all your garden variety D&D monsters, they come from Piccolo. It's kind of awesome. But yeah, I'm not sure if that's, like, I don't believe I'm making it up. I think it's a very good derivation of what the story was telling me. Maybe it spells it out in the manga or something. But yeah, I like that. Piccolo's responsible for all of D&D. I should have known. Well, not literally all of D&D, but a good portion of it. At least the dragon part. Piccolo made dragons by giving birth to many, many, many dragons. All the dragons. Hey look, there's a big cube that says exit on it. What you do is you just use the wall and that's it. Yeah, I love these non-standard exits. You never know what you're going to have to do just to even fucking exit the level. Luckily when we do Plutonia, all the exits will be all the exits are going to look exactly the same. So you'll never be confused knowing where it is. Is there someone throwing projectiles back there? Oh, I think one of them got teleported to where I got to earlier. I'll go back and get him. He won't last long. Not on my watch. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, he did teleport up there. Cool. Here we go. Have a shotgun box on the house. Ooh. I managed to do it, but I managed to talk over 30 minutes of content. Oof. Oof! Nah. Just a reminder again of why I only do one level per video. Because it'll just happen like this. Even when you do good, the video is just going to be long. And there's nothing you can say or do to persuade me that it can't be the case. Maybe I could have cut it up into 2 parts. I don't know. I don't consider it long play material, even though it did get quite longish for what this was. Well, you got the skill, you got the kill, you got power, secret to the fight, secret of whoever I missed killing. I don't miss killing you. I just didn't want to do it. Man. Oh, man, I've had enough administrations for a fucking century. Oh, man, I'll see you next time when maybe things will slow down. I know there's at least one other level that might be pretty long or 2, but we got some shorter ones coming soon, and that will be nice. I think there's one that's like on par with the first one for being pretty damn short, all things considered. So it was weird that it was that far in, but you know what? I'll take what the game gives me.